So what we're doing right now is we are weighing the stearic acid, and we're weighing out exactly 10 grams, right? That's what we're shooting for.
Yep.
Okay, and so it looks like from what we see here, we're gonna have to add a little bit more.
Yep.
So we're gonna get a little more stearic acid and add that into the mix. Okay, so this is kind of our step one of what we're gonna do. And we are working through mixture one here. So we need 10 grams stearic acid, 7 grams of lanolin, 10 grams of mineral oil, 2 mLs of triethanolamine, and 48 milliliters of water. Right, so that's what we're doing right now, is adding in our stearic acid.
Wait, tell me where we're at.
Okay.
You keep adding.
So right now what we're doing is we're getting our lanolin out. And we're gonna weigh out, I believe, 7 grams of lanolin. And so that's our next product that we're including. And you can see it's very thick, it's very viscous, right? So we use the term viscous to describe the thickness. And so that is the next item. Okay, our next ingredient here, we can see, can you move your thumb so we can see what that is? Right, we got mineral oil. And so we're gonna be measuring out 10 grams of mineral oil next, weighing that out to use. There's our next ingredient. Let me do this. You got 2 mLs. Let's go down here and see. 2 milliliters of triethanolamine. We got 7 grams of lanolin. You got 10 grams of stearic acid, and you got 10 grams, it's kind of shiny there, but it's there, of mineral oil, right? And I believe the only thing left is your water, right? You need 48 milliliters of water right there, okay? All right, then we're gonna try to put all this together and make a cream. What we're doing now is weighing a dry, cleaned 100 milliliter beaker, right? That's one of our first steps. And then what we're gonna do is combine all of our ingredients into that beaker and obtain the weight of that. So that's our next step after that's done, okay? And what I'm gonna say is that on some of these, if you need the exact weights and specifics, contact some of your lab or class cohorts, your friends in your class, and they can give you the specific data that you need. Obviously, you can see that she's getting this as close as she can. But anyway, you'll contact some of your classmates to get these readings. All right, so now what we have going on is we have the ingredients in the water bath, right? And we're stirring it around, mixing it up. Everything is in there right now except for the triethanolamine and the water, right? Which we will add that periodically in our next step. As you can tell already, everything is starting to settle in and get a little creamy consistency to it. You can see there's still a little lump in there. It needs to finish melting. We are also taking the temperature, trying to get it up between 80 and 90 degrees. Okay? And so that is our current state. So next what we're doing here, we've got water and triethanolamine separate, and we're gonna heat that up to the 80 to 90 degree mark, right? And so right now, this is actually, I don't know if it'll focus in, but we are at what, like almost 40, so we still got a little ways. But once that gets done, then we're gonna take that and we're gonna pour it into the other mixture that we had going, right? And we should see cream develop at that point. Okay, so once both the water and the triethanolamine have reached 80 to 90 degrees, then we've added it to the lanolin mixture, and we're stirring it now. And as it cools, it should thicken and turn into our cream. That's what we're after. Right. We're going to transfer that into an ointment jar for later use. So our final product we transferred out of that beaker, right? And we've transferred it into this ointment jar. All right, you can tell it's a nice creamy consistency. And so that's what we're shooting for. It's still a little warm, so it's a little runny, but as it cools down, it'll get thicker into more of that cream that you're used to, right? The viscosity will increase as it cools down. But anyway, that's what you're after. Again, if you want specific numbers and details, just contact some of your friends from class. They can give you some data if you're missing anything. All right?